conference matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to Sooner Nation and Gaylord family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Oklahoma Sooners. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Sooners will put total leather to crank us up. Chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Complete to the left. He's loose. The 20. Past the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before, and there was no hesitation. The opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, Dave.
Already toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown,
snap. I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field, throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And it's no good, and they're still down by 1. They wasted no time on that drive, got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Fielded in the end zone, it's Owens. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Drive will open from the 15. On the run, it's Gibson. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Handoff to the single back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line.
He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Sooner! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. He's not going to make it stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the run. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. They make the... About 4 yards short of the first down.
Alert, alert, right? Quarterback under center. You're thinking quarterback sneak on short yardage. Defensive lineman, great job. You got to get that penetration. You just can't let him go straight downhill. Make that thing bow. And I always love how you see guys diving over the top. Great effort by the defense. Great stop.
I'm not really sure what the thought process here is other than just trying to troll them by not running a play. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. The the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. Nice pick up on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing. Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock. Hand it off. Let the running back do the rest.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete on the right side. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide receiver comes in motion. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First play of the period will be a second down. Wants to go up top. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
The Sooners need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Looks as if he's going to run it. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Owens. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out at the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. I guess a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Riley. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Texas A&M going quickly. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the catch, it's Gibson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Going deep. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a first and goal. They're working that left side. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, that's new. If you want to give the ball to the tight end in this situation and let him run the football, I mean, goal line area, maybe. No, you know what? It's not. It was a bad play call. Don't do it again.
He'll keep it on the sneak. Fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. They're on the left hash. He'll have no trouble with the distance, but that angle may give him an issue. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that lead grows even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Baylor has the lead right now, but even though we've heard sick of a bunch, this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside McLean Stadium. They're up by 7 over Texas Tech. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 clash of the Titans, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Gibson. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. And the Aggies racing to the line in the hurry-up. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Gibson. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Wants to throw again. He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gibson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Texas A&M trying to gig him in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Aggies.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
The gift to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Quarterback may change this route. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Oh, what a play, it's intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down. To the air on 1st down. With the catch, it's Gibson. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. The Aggies in the hurry up. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Working that left side now. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
You know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Aggie.
And that's a backbreaker for this defense, Jesse. They were doing everything they could, trying to let that clock run out, force a field goal. They execute under 10 seconds left, and they put it in the end zone.
Yeah, how about the situational offense there too, though, David? Understanding the time and the clock and managing it absolutely perfectly. And now the decision, do you go for 2 and try to tie this thing up before you head into the locker room?
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They got the touchdown, but now they want the 2 to tie this baby up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He gets into the end zone to convert, and they'll tack on a couple right before the half. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And it'll be a touchback to ball. Come out to the 25-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it.
Here we go.
He'll do it himself on the draw. Got enough for the first. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The offense will quickly use a timeout. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. He wants to take the top off. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Using the quick game. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. this drive started from the 29. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls and fires complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding the football?
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Looking to throw on first down. He'll take the deep shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He might want another play. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Touchdown Sooners! And that one will put him up here in the second half. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Owens. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got the quick pass. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Trying play action. Using his feet to buy time. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Now on the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man downfield. Flying out to the left. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. It's Owens. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on 1st down. Sets up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gibson. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, momentum is a real thing in college football, and you're seeing it shift here in the 3rd quarter. The defense just forced a 3 and out. Their offense scored a touchdown the last time out. We got a close game, but all of the momentum is squarely now on their side.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Sooners! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you've got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
Coming out with it, it's Owens. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Quarterback just flat and missed it. Incomplete.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman-caliber quarterback, a guy that can hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on him throughout the course of this game. They did right there.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Floating away. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Oh, he wants it all. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one.
Here we go, here we go.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Now facing a 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
The Sooners send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the big fella. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Texas A&M going up tempo.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success. They're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Aggies.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on second down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Quarterback keeps it. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Punt is in the air. Pulls it in at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Norman. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
To the air on first down. Looking to scramble. He'll try to do it himself. At the 35, he's got room. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And this offense has got to keep pumping it out. Nice job. You get the first down. Nice scramble by this QB, but you're going to put the ball in his hands over and over and over again. You got to score multiple times. This offense has got to be in hyperspeed.
Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Here's the pressure. They use the sideline and get him out of bounds right at the 9.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can.
And that one is picked off in the end zone. The 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get, at minimum, tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Owens. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. They start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Taking it the other way. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them, but they had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a